done, and it's not immediately clear how I did. Um, and for me, no matter how reasonable an exam felt, I think I always assume the worst. So this semester I had 5 exams. Um, 3 of them I thought, or 2 of them I thought I failed, or I was close to failing. Honestly, they did not feel like I went well at all. They did not feel good at all. The third one was okay, and 2 of them I thought I definitely passed and did pretty well on them. Uh, and the exam results came out yesterday, and I delayed checking them, and I distracted myself and I did other stuff. Um, because I think I'd rather not have that certainty of a thing happen than actually be confronted by the the fruits of my labor, or the lack of fruits, I guess. So I opened them half hour ago, and I had passed all of them. I had first class honors in 4 out of 5, which is 70% or above, and then I only had one that wasn't, and that was 2.5 points away from a first class honors. And I wasn't close to failing any of them, even the 2 that I definitely thought I was getting pretty close to. Um, Not even in the realm of possibility of failing. Um, Honestly, it was more shock than anything. I actually did not feel too proud. It was more like relief. It's more relief instead of being proud. Like I'm super happy. So I'm not gonna like go around gloating about it. It just is what it is. It's what is expected of me, I think, and anyone in college, because I don't want to repeat stuff or do any of that. Um, so you know, I think for a lot of people, it's really natural for the our brains to just jump straight to um, you messed up, or you should have done more, or you probably failed, instead of thinking that you did really well. Um, I think this started when I was super young, like 6th grade in middle school, where I would always assume the worst. I think consciously, like I wouldn't be like always expecting that I did well, just because like I had a in the past like once or twice been like super pumped for an exam, and then I got really poor results. Um, Not failing, by the way. I think it's just like how my upbringing, my parents were. Parents are more strict when it comes to grades than other people. So I think that was embedded in me, like um, assuming the worst so that I don't get disappointed when something doesn't go well. Um, Part of it's probably pressure. Part of it is probably perfectionism for most people. And part of it is probably like if I'm proud of something, then I'm going to be complacent and satisfied. And that's not the right mindset to be in right now when everyone is doing so well. Everyone is doing so well. And we should always be trying to be better. Complacency is death. But honestly, like, I don't know. Like when I open it, the torture isn't even the bad grade; it's like the unknown. Um, where after the test, I was like I accepted it, and I had to move on to the next one because I had like 5 in a row that I probably didn't do great. But after they're released, it's just like fill your head with the worst case scenarios, um, and like you're definitely thinking like you didn't do as well because you want to lower your expectations to protect yourself. Your peace, your mental state if you don't do well. Because I have friends who didn't do well and failed and have to do stuff in the summer. So maybe it's just because you feel like you failed doesn't mean you actually did. And your perception right after like a big thing like an exam is probably not reliable. Uh, and like I don't know, you're just, like people are doing so much stuff in school and like the topics are super hard that you probably forget that um, you're doing way better than you give yourself credit for, because it's so easy to think that you're, with all everything going around, it's so easy to think that you're doing worse. But um, yeah, just think about it, face the truth, let yourself be surprised. Um, if you do well, let yourself be proud. Um, I think common thing is to get back to work if you do well, but you might just be doubting yourself so much. You're not actually failing, you're just doubting. That's all I have.